Hello, it's Dan Webbs here. Welcome back to the golf studio at St Anne's Old Links Golf Club. Today I'm going to have a little look at some new technology. This is the new Rogue iron from Callaway. Yes, their latest product on the market, and it is strong, it is powerful. I'm going to test it in a second. I've been a golf pro for a long time, 25 years, and in that time I've seen a lot of changes. The first thing I've seen is golf clubs have become stronger. This is about 5 degrees stronger than the current 7 iron I'm using, which is just a bladed, tailor-made 730. Now this is not a comparison, I've got to tell you, this is not a comparison video. What it is, it's a little look at what the club manufacturers are doing to make you hit the ball further, which is great, and also to see if it works. So it's a strong lofted. I've checked the loft on this, it is 27 degrees, okay? This is a 7 iron at 27 degrees. The loft on the TaylorMade is 32 to 33 degrees, okay? So that's strong. But what Callaway have done here is they put a tungsten weight in the sole. That's going to get lower centre of gravity, get the ball airborne. So despite it being so strong, we're still going to see a good height, good flight. They've also made the variable face thickness, Callaway's own patent. So the face is very, very thin, but at the same time it gives maximum energy transfer from across the face. So off-centre shots still go. We're going to put that to the test in a second. We've got GC2, we've got TaylorMade TP5 golf balls. The ball, I would always suggest you use a ball that you play when you're having a fitting or going through any of these exercises. So if you do go to this facility, ensure that you use the ball you play. If not, use something similar or take your own with you. Okay, so the question we've got here is, what does this actually do? That variable face thickness, is it going to perform? I'm going to hit a few shots with my iron, and this is standard traditional 7 iron loft going against the new Callaway Rogue. Let's head into the studio and give it a whack. Okay, first things first, I'm going to use the bladed 7 iron. I mentioned the loft on this, 32.5 degrees. Let's give it a whack. Okay, that was a nice strike. I'm going to hit 3 shots with this, and I'm expecting about 150 carry. This is my 7 iron, sure enough 150 carry and just running out to 160. So another go. Again, nice strike. Good, 150 carry running out to 162 that time. Just remember, when I'm using a bladed club, I've got not much room for error, no forgiveness really, so I've got to hit this out the middle. If I do hit it a little bit off centre, then I'm going to lose some yardage, I'm sure. Let's see what happens if I do hit this a little bit off centre now. That was out the toe. Not a bad shot though, to be fair. I guess that toe strike might have just helped give it a little bit less spin. Didn't quite go as far, yeah, 157 finish. Okay, so now I'm going to have a whack with the Rogue iron and just see how much more distance it gives me. I'm sure it will. It does sit quite chunky, looks quite big over the ball. It's a game improvement iron. This club is designed to help you hit the ball further and probably help you get away with the mishits. Callaway do 3 models, the Rogue X, which is even bigger, and the Rogue Pro. This is the one that sits in the middle. Let's give it a whack. That was a bad strike, okay? So we've hit that heavy, not the best strike at all. Let's see how the ball flies. So 153 running out to 170 with a bad shot. Let's see if we can put a decent swing on. Using the exact same ball, TaylorMade TP5 ball. That was a bit toey that time. And sure enough, without striking this club well, it's already gained yardage, carrying at 160, running out to 172. Let's see if we can put a good strike on here as well. There you go. So there's my nice strike. A little bit of a push, but we'll just see the numbers on this. Carrying 170 and running out to 181 with a good strike. So the bad shots still went a long way, the good strike certainly jumped up. What this is doing effectively, it's taking away the need for a 4 iron and a 5 iron. You could probably start your set at 6 iron, they're that strong. We'll have a little look at the numbers and see what kind of a launch we got as well, but by the looks of those ball flights, the ball got up in the air nicely, it came off the face hot, that's the variable face thickness, and it went well, it felt good. Do you want to hit the ball further? Do you need to hit the ball any further? This is what the new technology is doing. I'm sure TaylorMade, Callaway, Ping, they all have this kind of strong lofted, low weighted, fast faced iron. That's a lot to say. Right, let's have a look at the numbers. Okay, so remember, this was not a comparison video. This is just an explanation about the strong lofts that manufacturers are using nowadays and how they are giving us extra yardage. And sure enough, this performed quite nicely. Let's go on to the information and do a little compare here. So the blue line is my own iron and the red line is the Rogue iron. Okay, so what you can see on the screen is the blue line, it launched a little bit quicker, a bit higher sooner. Look at the distance difference there. Ball speed off my own iron, 108 miles an hour. Ball speed off the Rogue, 111 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour faster. Launched a little bit lower, but it got to the same peak height, definitely. Carried 12 yards further, finished 14 yards further. There's definitely something in those extra degrees or that extra strong loft. This is the difference though. Look at the spin. 4,400 spin. The spin has dropped, the ball's coming off hot, the spin has dropped. When you go for a stronger club, a longer club, you're going to give away a little bit of control. Bear that in mind when you're making your purchase. Wow, similar kind of flight. Let's have a look at some more of the info. My best strike jumped off at 118 miles an hour ball speed, and my best strike 109 with my own. That carried 170 longest, finishing at 181. My best with my own, carrying 152, finishing 162. There's 20 yards there. Interestingly as well, peak height, look at this number. The peak height there at 38 yards, it's gone the highest. Highest with my own was 34, so it's gone high. That's the tungsten weight in the sole. It's gone long, and it's not got much spin on it. So when it comes down, it is coming down at a different angle, so it might stop a little bit sooner for you. So I hope that review's been useful. A quick look at the strong lofted Rogue iron. Yes, Callaway have made a very powerful club here, but remember, there is a sacrifice. You might lose a little bit of control. We saw it got to peak height quite nicely with the tungsten weight in the sole, but also it comes off the face fast and hot. If you did do this, if you went down this route, you might not need a 3, 4, 5 iron. You might probably start at 6, 7 upwards, and then you might look at how far your wedge goes, and you might need to add a few more wedges in. Hope you found the review useful. Thanks again for watching. Please click like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon.